The world's most secretive spy agency built the perfect digital weapon. Then, hackers stole it and turned it against hospitals, railways, and governments across 150 countries. This isn't just another ransomware story. It's about how America's NSA accidentally armed the enemies they swore to protect us from, and how a 22-year-old in his bedroom accidentally saved civilization. Today, we uncover the explosive chain of events that led to WannaCry, stolen NSA weapons, crumbling hospital networks, and the accidental hero whose $10 decision stopped a digital apocalypse. Chapter 1: The Shadow Brokers Strike. In August 2016, a phantom group calling themselves the Shadow Brokers materialized from the darkest corners of cyberspace. Their claims shook the intelligence world to its core. They possessed the NSA's most classified digital weapons. Named after a Mass Effect character whose trades and information always selling to the highest bidder, these faceless hackers held something unprecedented: America's cyber crown jewels. The Shadow Brokers demanded 1 million bitcoins, which is $568 million for their stolen treasure. When no buyers emerged, frustration turned to spite. For months, they tormented the cybersecurity community with tantalizing samples proving they wielded genuine NSA exploits. The world's most powerful spy agency had been utterly humiliated by ghosts in the machine. These weren't typical hacker tools, they were digital master keys forged by teams of elite programmers with unlimited budgets. Think of them as military-grade lockpicks that could open any door while remaining invisible. The stolen arsenal included weapons with ominous codenames: Dander Spritz, Dark Pulsar, and the Apocalyptic Eternal Blue. Each represented millions in taxpayer funding designed to penetrate enemy networks like a virus spreading through a bloodstream, undetectable until it was too late. April 14, 2017. Consumed by rage at their failed auction, the Shadow Brokers made a decision that would reshape the digital world forever. They released their entire NSA arsenal for free. Among the leaked weapons was Eternal Blue, a digital plague that would soon consume the globe. Chapter 2: The Perfect Victim. The UK's National Health Service was a cyber catastrophe waiting to happen. Despite treating 66 million patients, the NHS ran on digital life support, thousands of computers powered by Windows XP, an operating system Microsoft had buried 3 years earlier. It was like defending a modern hospital with a Victorian-era locks, just as the world's most sophisticated digital weapons were unleashed. Here lies the cruel irony. Microsoft had released Eternal Blue's antidote on March 14, 2017, exactly 1 month after the Shadow Brokers leaked it. This suspicious timing screamed of NSA forewarning, yet the NHS and countless organizations worldwide chose operational convenience over digital survival. They left their doors unlocked as digital predators circled. Eternal Blue was like a master key that didn't just unlock doors, it multiplied itself in every room it entered. It exploited Windows file sharing language, allowing attackers to speak directly to any computer on their network without permission. Once inside, it behaved like a digital cancer, automatically spreading to every connected system within minutes. For the NHS, with thousands of interconnected devices across multiple hospitals, a single infected machine could trigger total system collapse. Chapter 3: WannaCry Unleashed. May 12, 2017. Across England, the morning shift began like any other. Then, the screens started dying. One by one, across 47 hospitals, computer displays flickered and transformed into digital tombstones. A crude skull mocked healthcare workers as the ransom demand materialized. $300 in Bitcoin. Pay now or watch your patient's data die forever. The impact was surgical in its brutality. Dr. Krishna Chintapalli later described the nightmare. We lost everything. Patient records, MRI scanners, blood test results. It all just vanished. Surgeons stood helpless, locked out of their own operating theaters. Blood storage systems flatlined. Ambulances circled like vultures, unable to land at crippled emergency departments. In hours, 19,000 medical appointments evaporated, human lives suspended in digital purgatory. WannaCry's hunger knew no borders. Spanish telecom giant Telefonica collapsed. German railway systems went dark, stranding thousands of passengers. FedEx logistics froze worldwide, Renault factories fell silent, Russian government networks buckled. In a single day, over 300,000 computers across 150 countries surrendered to digital terrorism. The connected world had become its own worst enemy. WannaCry was a hybrid nightmare. Imagine a bank robber who could instantly clone himself in every room he entered. Using Eternal Blue as its skeleton key, it automatically picked locks across entire networks. Once inside, it deployed Double Pulsar, another stolen NSA tool like a digital parasite that kept doors permanently open. Then came the killing blow, military-grade encryption that turned every file into digital concrete, unbreakable without the key. Most chilling of all, even paying the ransom rarely worked. One NHS patient whose surgery was cancelled captured the true horror. They didn't just attack our computer, they attacked our hope. Chapter 4: The Accidental Hero. While the world burned in digital flames, Marcus Hutchins, a 22-year-old cybersecurity researcher, sat in his childhood bedroom in coastal Devon, England. Known online as Malware Tech, this unassuming young man had built his reputation dissecting malware like a digital forensic pathologist. When panicked colleagues began sharing WannaCry samples, Hutchins had no idea he was about to become the most unlikely hero in cyber history. Deep within WannaCry's code, Hutchins discovered something extraordinary, a 40-character domain name that looked like digital gibberish. The malware was programmed to contact this address before beginning its rampage. If it received a response, it would self-destruct instantly. It was like finding a hidden off switch on a ticking bomb, placed there by creators who never expected it to be discovered. The domain was unregistered. For just $10.69, less than a pizza, Hutchins claimed the digital address and pointed it to his company's server. His goal was simple research, but within hours, something miraculous occurred. WannaCry stopped spreading entirely. A 22-year-old had accidentally activated a global kill switch from his bedroom, halting digital Armageddon with the cost of lunch. The kill switch was elegantly simple, like a secret handshake WannaCry performed before attacking. It sent a message to the hard-coded domain, and if anyone answered, it would instantly self-destruct. This was likely the creator's safety valve to prevent accidental self-infection. Hutchins' registration created what experts call a sinkhole, a digital trap that caught every copy of WannaCry trying to spread, neutralizing them instantly. Chapter 5: Attribution and Aftermath. Intelligence agencies worldwide began hunting WannaCry's puppet masters. Digital forensics revealed smoking gun evidence, shared encryption techniques, identical Bitcoin wallets, recycled code fragments, all pointing to North Korea's Lazarus Group. By December 2017, the United States and the United Kingdom formally accused Pyongyang of digital terrorism. North Korea's response was predictable denial, but the evidence was damning. The butcher's bill was staggering, £92 million in direct NHS costs alone. But spreadsheets couldn't capture the human suffering, from cancer treatments delayed, heart surgeries postponed, and elderly patients discharged early without proper monitoring. One family wrote, "Our father waited months for surgery. WannaCry forced another 6-week delay. Those were the longest weeks of our lives. This wasn't cybercrime, it was digital warfare with flesh and blood casualties." The attack ignited a firestorm targeting the NSA's weapon hoarding philosophy. Whistleblower Edward Snowden delivered a scathing verdict. If the NSA had disclosed this vulnerability when they found it, not when they lost it, this attack might never have happened. American taxpayers had unknowingly funded the ammunition for their own digital execution. Despite WannaCry's devastating wake-up call, institutional amnesia set in. A 2018 investigation revealed that all 200 NHS hospitals tested post-attack still failed cybersecurity audits. Globally, evolved WannaCry variants continued prowling for unpatched prey. The monster didn't die, it learned to hide better. WannaCry succeeded not through sophisticated hacking wizardry, but through basic human negligence. Security patches existed, warning alarms blared, yet pride, penny pinching, and complacency created the perfect conditions for digital catastrophe. Marcus Hutchins transformed from bedroom researcher to global savior in a single afternoon, proof that sometimes the smallest actions reshape history. But his accidental heroism also exposed our collective vulnerability in an interconnected world where every unpatched computer is a loaded weapon pointed at civilization. What haunts you more? That our government created tools this destructive, or that they lost control of them? Share your thoughts below and join our community of digital truth seekers, because the next cyber weapon lurking in the shadows won't come with a kill switch. The question isn't if another WannaCry will strike, it's when and whether we'll be ready.